I've snaffled myself 2 new absolutely scrummy, yummy jersey fabrics. Well, one's a cotton jersey and one's a ponte. They're both from Beyond the Pink Door, Andrea, and we're going to have a look today at what I can make these gorgeous fabrics up in. Come on. Hi there, I'm Christine the Gemini Stitcher. Welcome to my sewing space. Yes, you heard me right. I bought 2 new fabrics. I could have brought about 10, but I resisted and I just got fabric that I knew I would be making up fairly soon. So I got a cotton jersey and I got a ponte. And before we have a close-up and personal look at the fabrics, I just want to go through with you 5 jersey dress pattern ideas that I've got. They're all in my stash, so I won't be buying any new patterns. Shock horror, I know. And I'd just like you to give me a little bit of help, really, because I love all 5 of these patterns, but I'm not sure which ones to make up. And I've only got 2 fabrics, so I can only choose 2 of the 5 patterns, can't I? Pattern number 1 is the KAJO wrap dress by Named. Now, I made this up as a top to go with some loungewear last winter, and I had every intention of making the dress version of it because it's absolutely gorgeous, but I never got round to it. So what are the deets on the KAJO? It's obviously a wrap dress. It's got a tie belt around the middle. The front has got an unusual wrap because it wraps and then joins up at the side, so it's a little bit more secure. You're not relying on the tie to keep it closed. And then at the back, it's got a really cute triangle shaped opening, but it's got a tab across the top, which makes it really secure. I loved it as a top, and I'm sure I will love it as a dress. So that's number 1 to think about. Dress option number 2 is one that I've purchased recently but not used yet. It's from CASHMERETTE and it's the GRAFTON dress. Oh, there are so many options with this dress. It's a dress or a top. You can have a fitted or a loose fitting bodice on it. You can have different necklines. I particularly like the square neckline on it. You can have no sleeves, short sleeves, long sleeves, bishop sleeves. And then the skirt section, oh, that draped A-line skirt is to die for. So there's that statement skirt, there's a pencil skirt, or there's an A-line skirt option. So you can make God knows how many options with this dress or top pattern. You can even have a polo neck, you can have a V-neck, you can have a round neck. So lots of options with it. If I was going to use this one, I would want to make the fitted bodice, ideally with the bishop sleeves, or the straight sleeves would be fine. I want 3/4 or long length sleeves because it's for the autumn or winter. I'd love to think that I could do the asymmetric skirt on it, but I've only got 2 meters of each of these fabrics, so it might not be an option. So might end up being the pencil skirt or the A-line skirt. We'll see, but I do love the Grafton and it is going to get made in some fabric this autumn and winter. So let me know if you think the Grafton will suit either of the fabrics I'm going to show you at the end. Dress number 3 is one that I've made quite a few of. Well, I've made 2 tops and 1 dress, so that's quite a few for me because very rarely do I go back to a pattern. And it's the ROWIE dress from Stylark. Stunning, stunning pattern. Really easy, really beginner friendly. Love the drape around the middle. Love the drapes on the neck, pleats on the neck, and the drape detail around the middle of it. It's, yeah, I would want to make a long sleeve dress in this for the autumn and winter. I made one last year, but I made it in a proper knit fabric and it all bagged out. So I'm thinking this time a more structured fabric, like the two that I've bought, will work better for the ROWIE. Knitted dress option number 4, again, is one that I've purchased recently. It's an itch to stitch pattern and it's the TUSTIN dress. Absolutely love the idea of this side tie wrap dress. I know there are a lot of them about, but with itch to stitch you get the full bust option as well, so that's why I chose their pattern, so that it'll be kind on my old ladies and not squidge them. So it's going to be easier to get a good fit, I think, with this pattern. I'm not sure about the boat shaped neckline. It might make the boobs look bigger, so I may change the neckline on it. I love a shallow V or a square neck even, so I might change the neckline on the TUSTIN. Not decided yet, but yeah, the TUSTIN is definitely a possible option with one of these fabrics. In fact, one of them I bought purposely for the TUSTIN, and then I went down a rabbit hole of checking what else I had, and now I just can't decide. So the final dress is one that I wore a few days ago and everybody commented on. I had not worn it and it had not been on my radar for yonks, but I thought, do you know what, actually I do quite like this dress now, and you guys helped me fall back in love with it. It's the violet dress from Sinclaire Patterns. Now, I agree with you, the people who said the shape of the graded in square neckline really suited me. I like the shape of the neckline, I like the ruching detail at the front. The only thing I'm not keen on with this dress, it's got a gathered skirt on it, which I'm not keen on at the moment. I think it just puts too much bulk around my middle. So I'm thinking that I might snaffle the pattern pieces from the Summer in New York dress. It's got a pleat detail at the front, and I know it's a woven pattern, but it works for stretch fabrics, no problemo. And because this bodice on the violet is fitted, thought I could use the skirt option from the Style Arc pattern, the skirt option from the Summer in New York pattern. And actually that skirt, if I'm struggling on fabric and I wanted to do the Grafton dress, but I'm not keen on the tight bodycon type pencil skirt, I could probably do the same with that. That's an option if I'm struggling with my fabric on the Grafton dress, and it's one that I want to make. So they're my 5 options. Let's just run through them quickly again, and then I'll grab the fabric back. So number 1 was the KAJO wrap dress from Named. What do you think of that one? Number 2 was the Grafton dress from CASHMERETTE. I've not made either of those two. Love, love, love them both. I love the neck detail on the Grafton. Let me know what you think of that one. Number 3 was an oldie but goodie, one that I know will work, and it's the ROWIE dress from Style Arc Patterns. So maybe I should stick with something I know, or do a go rogue and get a bit brave, but the ROWIE's good. Anyway, shelve that one for the moment. Let's just put that one out there. Number 4 was the TUSTIN dress, which is a recent purchase from Itch to Stitch. I'm loving this tie side detail on this dress, a very smart dress. Might change the neckline. And number 5 is the violet dress from Sinclaire Patterns, and the other plus with the violet is that they do different height options, so I can just do the petite option and I'll get a better fit. So shall I grab the fabrics back and then we can have a talk about them. We're going to zoom in on these fabrics. I'm going to put them out on my cutting table in a minute and then we'll have a good nosy at them together. So this is the first one that I bought. Put it up against my face, let me know what you think about the colours. Very autumnal. Now it is a viscose ponte, so although it's got weight to it, it's got quite a bit of float as well, just because of the viscose in it. Beautiful smooth knit. So let's put it on the table and then we can have a good nosy at the pattern details. So here we go. This is a ponte which is 60% viscose and the rest is nylon. It's a mid-weight, it's not a heavy ponte. It's got a really good float and drape to it for a ponte fabric. Normally they can be quite on, well, they can have a tendency to be on the heavy side, but this one has got, it's not like a viscose jersey, it's a ponte which gives it a little bit more weight. It's got lots of colours in, so we've got cream, my beautiful magenta pink, a gorgeous autumnal brown background, some lilacs, some purples, so lots of autumnal colours with a pop of pink and purple in this. So I think it's going to be a real good dress option for this autumn and winter. I've opened out this fabric so you can see it better, and hopefully when you go to the cutting table you'll be able to see it even better. But what do we think of this crazy, amazing piece of fabric? Now, they haven't got any of this left. The other one that I showed you before is new in, so we'll pop the link to it below, but this one was the last panel. I saw this a while back on Beyond the Pink Door and went, oh, and then forgot about it. Then I was looking for viscose pontes, got that beautiful fabric I've just shown you, and then I went into the remnant section like you do, and they just had one of these left, and they discounted it, taking £10 off the original price. So it would be rude not to, but yeah, it's going to be fun trying to make a dress in this, isn't it? So this is fabric number 2. This is a cotton jersey, and it's got such a wacky pattern on it. It's a lightweight, fairly lightweight cotton jersey, and it's got a floral design on it. I think this is a rainbow heart, I think here, massive. It's got bright magenta pink flowers on it, some orangey, peachy orange roses. These flowers are going into the more peachy colours. It's got every colour you can think of. We've got lilacs. The background is a fairly dark background, and it's sold as a 2 metre panel, and there's 2 repeats of the pattern on it. So if I was making, well, when I make my dress, I'm going to have to centralise this area, I think, down the centre of the dress, and then use these edges with the floral detail on for the sleeves, and then think about where my hem is. It'd be good to have the hem perhaps where one of these horizontal lines are, just to add detail in the hem as well. Yeah, a lot of thinking about and a lot of jiggery pokery with my pattern to make whichever one I choose work with this design. So let me know what you think of my gorgeous fabrics on that crazy cotton jersey. I can't wait for the challenge of creating a dress out of that. But I've shown you 5 dresses that I've got in my stash. Let me know if you think any of them will work with these fabrics that I've shown you. And if you don't think they'll work, but you know of a pattern that will, please put it in the comments below. Help a girl out, because these fabrics are so precious to me and I want them to look amazing. So that's it, a short sweet vlog for today, because the hubster's taking me out for lunch. Get me! I've got my new flutter sleeve cream top on, so I hope he's going to take me somewhere really nice. I'll see you all tomorrow for more sewing chat and fun. Bye.